Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech along with my co-host Sundar, and welcome to another episode of Ash Answers.
Ash Answers is a show where we answer your questions that you tweet out on Twitter with the hashtag Ash Answers. So, without any further ado, let's get to the questions. Software. Do you think Xiaomi may succeed if it sells in all the countries?
What do you say?
I don't think Xiaomi hasn't succeeded yet.
Okay.
It has succeeded, but yeah, it will. It's obvious that it will be even better if they decide to sell their products all over the world.
Yeah. So for every
Okay.
you want to continue? You have anything to add? Okay.
I
That doesn't count as a cut.
Yes.
Okay. So continue. Let's see you started through it now.
Okay. Even in countries Xiaomi is bringing their products to, like say India, they need to bring more products. You see, like how we the issue we have with Xiaomi right now, them not bringing Mi 5 Pro, Mi 5, Mi 5S, Mi 5S Plus, and so on to India. So that's another area where they could improve on.
So you basically added something that was even asked in the question. But anyway, coming back to the question itself. See, for any brand, it's awesome if they have a larger reach. Everybody wants to reach more people. But there's a lot more that goes into it rather than someone like, say, Hugo just sitting somewhere and saying, let's sell in this country now. Because this, they need to work on the service aspect, which is not up to par. That's what I'm hearing from you guys in India. They need to set up the service aspect of stuff, the logistics, find a channel partner, at least an online partner to sell their stuff, go through certification for the country and all that. There's a lot of work that happens behind the scenes. So I don't think Xiaomi doesn't want to sell in other markets. They are getting there, but slowly, because the profit margins aren't great for a brand like Xiaomi. They need to kind of take it in phases. The next question, anybody watching this are going to go, how come OnePlus is able to sell all over the world, in a larger, in a lot more markets? And the answer to that is that OnePlus has one phone a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas Xiaomi has a wider portfolio. So that you can go about it two ways, either target a larger demographic with fewer products, or a wider demographic, or have a wider range of products and target a smaller demographic. And Xiaomi is going with the latter, whereas OnePlus is going with the former. Leica is a very good example of how expanding too fast
to the US.
Yeah, too soon actually ends up being a negative. So yeah, hopefully Xiaomi can expand fast enough and they actually do bring stuff to India. Yeah. If you guys want Xiaomi to bring stuff to India, or at least you enjoy us constantly cribbing about Xiaomi not bringing stuff to India, if you feel that's unfair, give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, I'm going to start right from the first question.
What, according to you, protects the phone? A protective case or an insurance at the same price?
I do not like insurance. Let's be totally honest about it.
Yeah.
In India, dealing with anybody once you've given them your money is horrible. Okay? Especially insurance. I'm pretty sure there are a few people who are going to type, I got my insurance claim done. Yes, fine, good for you.
One of maybe thousands.
Yeah, I wouldn't go one of thousands, but at least, a large number of people. Oh, for that, sir, that's not that is not covered in our policy, sir. As per our policy, we are not allowed to. No, sir, that will not work. And this is what you're going to hear a lot of times. And I would rather take risk and blame fate, blame Sundar when a phone doesn't work or something is broken rather than, I have this guy in the office, guys, I don't insure phones. Why? That's fate. He's a force of nature. He breaks stuff. He broke his car last week. But that's how it is. C'est la vie.
My car broke down.
You're breaking the word. he tweets out saying my car broke down and people start asking what did he break now. That's like real tweets on Twitter. So I was laughing so hard when I read them.
Yeah, on paper, insurance looks way better than a protective case, any protective case. But yeah, that definitely doesn't translate to practice. So, do you agree to the fact that smartphones are taking over DSLRs with their cameras?
Okay.
Yeah, of course, not yet, and probably not in future as well. Maybe they are taking over point and shoots. Definitely. I know there's no optical zoom, but there are few implementations. So, but except optical zoom, the way the image quality is, I think smartphones will take over, or already has taken over point and shoots.
See, this is how it is. It's the same on a laptop versus a desktop. It's the same thing. As technology evolves, things get smaller. Okay, when they get smaller, they can be fit into more compact form factors. But the technology doesn't just evolve for smaller stuff. When you're able to cram so much into this, you'd be able to cram this much into something that's this big. So given that a DSLR is always going to be bigger physically than a smartphone and it's going to have only one purpose, a DSLR is going to always have better image quality. There's some phone or the other that might do something like, autofocus as fast as a DSLR or provide you good videos. But a DSLR is just for videos and photos. So point and shoots, yes, that's something that got replaced. But I'm not, let me put it this way. Smartphone cameras are going to keep improving, but DSLRs aren't going to stop either. They're also going to keep improving. The GH5 from Panasonic that just got announced, it's got 4K 60 FPS. When a year and a half back, the only camera capable of shooting 4K 60 FPS that I knew about was the Sony FS7 that was totally with the lens and stuff, kit lens and stuff. It came to about $10,000 plus. And now the GH5 is available at $2,000. So technology is going to keep moving forwards, but I don't see smartphone cameras replacing DSLRs. They could complement them very well. Even now, I know professional photographers and video makers who do shoot with their smartphones from time to time. I personally shoot with my smartphone when I'm out at events and whatnot, but they will not replace a DSLR. And again, pet peeve, when brands announce better than a DSLR, photo quality, pet peeve.
There was a startup, I don't remember the name. They claimed their phone will have around 16 lenses.
Yeah.
That will.
I saw the prototype as well with the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked ugly.
It looked ugly.
AF.
Gross.
But yeah, it was a great concept. But again, the sensor size is gonna be much smaller.
Yeah, they tried widening the aperture.
Okay, whatever.
Even then the quality was.
You can't just put in a full frame lens into full frame sensor. So, moving on.
The brand which should start focusing on Indian market.
Every brand. I'm Indian. India is important. I want everybody to focus on India.
Any brand in specific that hasn't brought any products to
I
India.
could actually go on another Xiaomi rant. I'm pretty sure you don't want to see me do it. They don't want to see me do it, and I don't want to do it. Everybody knows it. I'm just going to say every brand needs to start focusing on India. The Western market is awesome, but everybody who's buying a phone has already bought a phone. They're not increasing their market share over there. Okay, India is where it's at. I would prefer every brand to stop everything and start focusing on India. Not practical, not realistic, but that's what I'd want. What about you?
I thought of CTE.
ZTE.
Yeah.
Okay.
They could have brought the Axon 7 to India.
Okay.
It had quite a name for itself. So.
But then again, Nubia is kind of like a ZTE offshoot, right? Like a Honor for Huawei kind of thingy. And Nubia is...
biggest tech letdown of 2016. Okay, for me it would be the MacBook, the new MacBook.
For me too.
For me,
I'm gonna be Sundar now. For me too.
I've never said that.
Okay. For me, biggest tech letdown. But everybody's done bashing on the Note 7, so I don't want to go Note 7. Note 7 is the biggest surprise, biggest letdown. It broke my heart. I loved the phone. Note 7. I really can't think of anything. That was a bigger disappointment for me because I didn't want to let that phone go. Tomorrow, we are actually going out somewhere. Excuse me. Today is what? Friday? Yeah. So we are shooting this on a Friday night. And Friday? No, today's Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay. It's 11:30 on a Thursday. So we are shooting it on Thursday night instead of Saturday morning when we usually do. That's because we are going out for a couple of days. And the last time we actually went out, I took the Note 7 with me. We got underwater selfies and whatnot. And so it's like whole evening I've been like, this sad track playing in the background. And I'm like, oh, Note 7.
Okay, why the MacBook? For me, it's because you were done.
No, I was still moaning.
You can do that.
Okay.
Well, I answer.
Continue.
So why the MacBook for me? It's because there was a lot of hatred among the consumers for having just one port last year when the original MacBook came out.
See?
And they updated the MacBook this year again with just, this year as in 2016, sorry. So again, they just came out with just one port. So that was a deal breaker. And moreover, the price. I don't see the point why the new MacBook even is existing, because the Air is cheaper and is more powerful than the new MacBook has the Core M3 processor and M5 for the higher end variant. So the MacBook Air is priced at $1,000 and the new MacBook is priced at $1,400 and $600, I guess, or $1,200 and $400, whatever. It's way more expensive than the MacBook Air. So I don't see the point. It's a bit thinner, I agree, but then more ports on the Air versus just one on the new MacBook. It's clearly a deal breaker and the biggest tech letdown for me.
Okay. Oh, I have another biggest tech letdown. Can I?
Yeah.
Okay. The budget VR headset video. That's also something related to tech. And I paid for it. I bought it like a month and a half back. He had it delivered to his address. I haven't even seen the headsets he's testing. I just paid for it. And I've been asking him. He's been saying, it's a little tight now. I shall do it next week. And then I give him a call. Hey, dude, what's up? Are you coming into work today? I'm in a movie. Can I call you back? Hello?
That's actually a complicated story, guys. So
The software booked him tickets.
from what you guys have seen at CES, what has piqued your interest?
This would be a brilliant freaking question had we been shooting this on a Saturday morning. But yeah, CES. I was really kind of holding my breath for the new NVIDIA Shield. Same chip. I'm all for the voice assistant, but that's going to come to the older Shield as well. And I like Spot. I want to get that. But the new Shield, kind of meh. Yeah, HDR 4K, fine, fair enough. But meh. I wanted something better from NVIDIA. The Razer triple monitor laptop seemed interesting. And the Acer 21-inch
Predator 21 inch.
Again,
Looks insane.
8 kgs. You know how it feels now? He was just talking about it a little while back. So this is what usually happens. I keep saying something and in video, he goes like, boom, boom, boom. And I really haven't even seen the Acer Predator, but then he said it. I know he's going to talk about it now. Let me just finish that
Actually, I wasn't going to talk about it because it hasn't really piqued my interest because 8 kgs, guys, I just think it's insane.
So what's piqued your
And
interest?
it's what?
Okay, I thought you
$9,000, I guess. It's $9,000.
Just rewind a little bit. It's like, what's piqued? That is like, okay, what did I say now?
Okay, so he cut me off. That's what he's trying to say now.
You cut me off halfway through. I was asking what piqued. He's like, what? I was like, okay. It's like, okay, anyway, coming back.
So yeah, it's $9,000. Why would anybody go for a laptop when you could buy at least an equally powerful desktop at like
That's
one third or
portability,
one fourth the price, dude.
Portability, probably.
Okay, just don't. Okay, so I saw this underwater drone, Power Vision Power Ray. It looked awesome. Not that I'm gonna use it any day, but just saying, just go check it out. And they actually have a VR headset that you can connect to the drone.
Okay.
So and there it actually emits a blue light to lure the fish.
Okay.
So you can like experience it live. Which dual camera options you like with reasons? LG G5, iPhone 7 Plus, Huawei P9.
Definitely not the iPhone 7 Plus because that is okay. That's Sundar's answer. He's got to go, not iPhone. But for me, I've not used the P9. But
P9, okay, P9 is the same as the
Honor
Mi
8.
5S Plus. Yeah,
Mi
Honor 8,
5S
Mi
Plus.
5S Plus.
Yeah, for some reason, I love monochrome sensors. I don't know why. It just looks all that better. Because when you're looking at low light shots in particular, with any camera, even amazing, Note 7S cameras, the best regular cameras, you're looking at it, it's nice. But the monochrome sensor, it just kind of, the detail and it just looks nice. I don't know. I like that a lot. G5 was cool, but the fact that the wide angle lens did not have stabilization, meaning when I kept switching between both for video, I could notice that didn't leave me very happy. I'm not a huge fan of LG software processing either, image processing either. 7 Plus, yes, I like the 7 Plus, but monochrome or it'll be a toss-up. I couldn't really pick one over the other.
Same for me. iPhone 7, yeah, I really like the 7 Plus's implementation. What?
Okay, I just said okay. I didn't say anything.
Yeah, so I've seen a lot of photos. I haven't shot a lot of portrait pictures with the 7 Plus, but I have seen a lot and they looked cool. They looked awesome. So I like the 7 Plus's implementation. But like he said, the dual camera 2.0 technology, monochrome sensor and RGB sensor, that implementation is good as well because it really improves the low light image quality. So expecting the same implementation in in flagships like the S7, S8 or something, maybe things will get even better.
Yep.
Your thoughts on Zenfone AR with 8 gigs of RAM, Tango, etc.?
One thing I disliked about the Fab 2 Pro, again, this is just based on what I've read online. I've never used the phone myself. What I disliked was the fact that they went with a 652 chip. So if you're going to go with something as intense as augmented reality, Project Tango and stuff, then wouldn't it make sense to use the most powerful chip around? So that was one area where I felt like they're skimping out on stuff, but still getting people to buy it because of the whole Tango thingy. So yeah, but here Asus has kind of fixed it with the 821. Why do I say kinda? Because they say the phone's not going to be out for 3 to 4 months. And in 3 to 4 months and 2 to 3 months, we're going to forget 821s. We're going to be talking about 835, S8, 835. That's snappy. No, 8 and Fusion is better. 835. And that's going to be the talk at that point of time. So again, when this Zenfone AR actually lands, it's not going to have the top of the line chip.
You can't really... Yeah.
You can't really...
1-1.
It's not one. Okay, you guys can say. I never did cut him off. Okay. I lost my chain of thought. Okay, so you can't really blame Asus for it, but yeah, 8 gigs of RAM again. This is based on what I've read online. The Fab 2 Pro did seem to struggle for memory. So 8 gigs, welcome. Thank you. I'm always,
It's also Daydream compatible.
You can't
a lot of people... Yeah.
You can't go wrong with more RAM. I finished my sentence.
You finished it.
I didn't. I was just saying you can't, and then...
Okay. A lot of people actually expected this to come out with the 835.
835. Yeah. That would have made more sense for a phone that's coming out 3. At least, if Asus can do a worldwide launch because they are announcing it so far in advance. Maybe they're working on a lot of units and hopefully they come up with a worldwide launch at least. And this time a little bit more reasonable prices. Asus, if you're watching, a little bit more reasonable prices, please. Not 60K, please, pretty please. I want to buy it.
Which would be your pick for camera, Mi 5S Plus or Honor 6X?
How? Why?
Yeah, I told you this around half an hour back, right?
Yeah, one's a 40K, 40K phone, another is like a 10, 15K phone. This is like Redmi 4 Prime or S7. An exaggerated version of the question. Mi 5S Plus, definitely. I've not used the Honor 6X, but I don't expect it to be better. From what I've seen, the few samples I saw in his unboxing, Mi 5S Plus is better. And I'm guessing if you come back in 2 months and watch his review of the Honor 6X.
And he means 2 weeks.
So yeah, he said 2 weeks. You can hold him to it. Okay. Okay, when you come back in 2 weeks and watch his review, remember his J7 Prime review is already due. So anyway, watch it. I'm hoping he's going to say the same.
How many people behind the scenes are involved in video production, like you showed Arun last time?
Okay, so we've got Arun, we've got Harris. You see him in selfies.
Yeah, and he's the one who does all the app videos, C4 apps episodes.
Yeah, that's
I
his.
just voice it over.
And then my wife helps out with editing from time to time.
How do you both feel when the video you worked so hard gets less number of views and an easy video gets very high views?
Hey Dilip, there's no easy video. There are no easy videos, but sometimes you work extra hard on a video, but that's not like that's like common occurrence. There's a lot more work involved in a full review, and there's a lot less, comparatively less work. Like a unboxing, you can finish it off in like 6 hours. Because it's just like, set up the camera up top, open, take everything out. Now take that footage, go to the PC and then cut it right and just write on what's in the box, and then come back, as in play around with the phone and see what all you want to mention. Write that down, get the script, and then line up your shots, what, picturize it, and then come back, get those shots, take it back, and then set up the camera, shoot, talk, the voiceover and stuff, and then add that to the timeline, and then get the shots you want, and then blah, 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 get some samples from outside and add that to the timeline, blah, blah, blah. 6 hours is what an unboxing for me. But then when it comes to a full review, it's gonna be like 5 days, 6 days, a week of testing, and then a whole script wherein you put everything into words. Like an unboxing script is pretty, it writes itself. Yeah, hey guys, Ash here from C4 Tech, and today we've got this phone and we're gonna unbox it and take a quick look. And opening up the box, we've got the phone itself. Let's set that aside at the side, and then we've got, sorry, no SAR value, insert SAR value joke here, and then blah, 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 blah. And then to the left, up top, front, back, camera, samples, runs on top of Marshmallow, blah, blah, blah. It writes itself, but a review is not that way. It takes hours to write the script. And all that, that's the long version. The short version is, you look at the views on reviews, it's like 1/5, 1/6 of what we get on unboxings.
Same with speed tests.
Speed tests again. So speed tests take like
way more views than full comparisons.
Yeah, speed tests take like 15 minutes per video. Speed tests take longer, but then compared to a full comparison or a review, it's much shorter. So those get a lot of views. So yeah, there you have it. That's just something you get used to as a YouTuber. Some days we are on days when I'm down. Actually, some days I think like I should just stop reviewing and just unbox phones, But then again, it's the whole passion aspect of things. I love reviewing phones, and I'd continue reviewing stuff.
Quick bit, MIUI TouchWiz.
TouchWiz.
The new one, at least.
What's yours?
Of course, TouchWiz, the new one. The old one?
iOS 10 TouchWiz, quick.
iOS 10. Which was your favorite Lenovo K series phone?
I didn't review the K3 Note. I didn't review the K4 Note. I didn't review the K5 Note. I didn't review the K6 Note yet. I didn't get the K6 Power. There's something with me in the K series, I've never actually managed to review one. So, yeah.
I reviewed the K5 Note. I loved it.
He kind of got a ding in the back. I blame him. He blames Lenovo.
Build.
And of course, this is the point where he goes, if you've not seen my K5 Note review.
With the recent camera-centric phone launches, do you feel the focus is drifting towards photos and not performance?
Not really. So this is a lovely question. Thank you. So you go back a couple of generations. Why a couple of generations? Go back to the last generation. You look at the 615. How was that chip? Meh. You look at the 400, 410. They were competent chips, capable of running 720p panels, quite decently, but not great performance. But today you look at it, the 650 is a beast. The 650, if somebody didn't tell you it's a 650, you really wouldn't notice a lot different. It is quite fast and snappy.
10 or an 820.
Yeah, it's quite fast and snappy. Yes, side by side, it's going to lose to an 820. But it is quite a snappy chip. And above the 650, we've got a 652. And the 625, I didn't have high hopes on it. But turns out, it's quite an efficient chip as well. Even with performance, it's quite good. And then the 430, which again turns out to be an excellent chip. Okay, even on something like the Zenfone 3 Max, right? That's a 430. Yeah. Zenfone 3 Max with a 1080p panel, the 430 still managed to deliver decent performance. So today there's not a lot in terms of performance to, difference between phones. Even a 7,000 or a 8,000 rupee Redmi 3S Prime does perform really well. For day-to-day usage, it performs well. So there is not a lot that brands are able to talk about with regards to performance, so they can move on to the next thing that they can use to differentiate between their phones. Demarcate, make you want to pay that extra little bit to get an extra little bit. And that's where the camera comes in. So what do you think?
I agree with that. There's one exception though. See, I saw the Zenfone 3 Zoom. Mm-hmm. You heard about it yet?
Yeah.
So it's got a dual camera, the same implementation as the iPhone 7 Plus, but it sports 625.
Okay.
I don't blame Asus for throwing in a 625, but I blame Asus for not throwing in that dual camera in the Zenfone 3 Deluxe.
No.
Okay.
We do not answer stuff based on Asus logic.
Okay.
They will probably come with a Asus Zenfone 3 Zoom Ultra Deluxe or something somewhere down the lane, okay, and they will throw in a 835 chip or whatever. Asus will have a million. Dude, believe me, take this as advice from somebody who's been doing it a lot longer. Do not try to make sense of Asus launches. You will go nuts.
Which is your favorite comedy TV series?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Same. He actually recommended it and it's awesome. You guys should watch it.
Yeah.
Recently watched the finale. I almost cried. Okay, I did actually cry. Would you prefer curved screen over bezel-less display?
Why do we pick a bezel-less display question every single time? Oh. Now you know why the concept phone exists.
Okay.
They get coverage all the time. Bezel-less, you say bezel-less, you think Mi Max, and then Xiaomi. Wow, Xiaomi. So curved screen over bezel-less displays depends on the implementation, dude. If the implementation is like on the S7 Edge, why not? If it's Galaxy round style, I'm like, G Flex 2 was a great concept. LG. But yeah, but again, bezel-less, like I've said in the last week's episode and the week before and the week before, if they can give me a smaller form factor and justify the bezel-less nature of the phone with as in like don't make it slippery all over. If the phone doesn't want to run away from my hand and want to let gravity do what it does best, and give me something that I can hold on to, something a little smaller. I might actually like bezel-less phones, but as of now,
Curved screen.
S7
Any plan to do collabs with Indian tech YouTubers?
I actually answered this on Twitter. I am looking forward to one collab that I'm thinking of doing. And of course, there's something or the other that me and Ranjit do together from time to time. Barring that, I am open to collabs, but let's see. Timing needs to be right. There are a few YouTubers that I like and I follow. And if it works, I'll probably do something or the other this year. Let's see. 2017, how does it turn out? Hopefully better than 2016, because that sucked.
Which phone would you recommend among Mi 5, ZUK Z2 and Moto M? Priorities or good battery life and gaming?
I would go with the Z2 Plus. But if camera is a priority and you're willing to take a little bit of a hit on the performance,
then the Mi 5.
And buddy, please start watching Ash Answers. I think I've answered this in every single episode. Right? You want a little bit, willing to sacrifice a little bit of
I even said
performance.
this. I even actually explained a lot about this dilemma on my top smartphone picks 2016.
Yep. And you still continue picking the same questions. Okay, there you go. So guys, those are all the questions that Sundar picked for today's episode. And there is no software. The software does not exist. The software is a figment of somebody's imagination. When people watch The Walking Dead over and over on a loop, they tend to lose a little bit of their sanity and they start imagining things and whatnot. And
I don't pick the questions, right? Then who else does? Either it's him or the software.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so if you liked the video, go ahead. Yes, thumbs up. If you hated it, and if you feel we're too unprofessional, if you feel we are just ranting a lot, if you feel we are just having fun, if you feel we are wasting your time, still give this video a thumbs up, because we did manage to get you to watch for 30-35 minutes, and that's worth something. So go ahead, give this video a thumbs up. But if you really wanna, for some reason, go ahead, vote it down, that's fine. And leave a comment. We love comments, don't we?
Yeah, we have a lot.
I do. I read them. I reply to a lot of comments.
Me too.
Have you seen his reply ever? Have you seen him reply to a comment like ever?
Come on, guys, haven't you?
I mean, just because...
They think they have.
No.
I can hear it. I can.
See, again, steals my routine. Okay. I mean, seriously, just look at his last unboxing. All my shots. I'm on break.
You can play something.
And then I read the comments. Oh my God, Sundar, amazing shot. I'm like, damn, I just did it a week and a half back.
The lighting was the same, but the shots were different.
They were.
I made sure they were different.
They were the same.
No. Okay, the front and the back, there's no other... Okay, there are better ways. I don't know. We just follow the same thing for the front, the back, the sides. Except those shots.
Okay. Guys, please don't come up with a hashtag for this. I don't want a hashtag. Sundar cuts Ash off is a great hashtag. Let's leave it at that. So anyway, guys, if you feel we wasted your time, please go ahead, give this video. Okay, that didn't make sense, but still give this video a thumbs up. We love thumbs up, and please leave a comment. Your feedback is important to us. It really is. You might have heard it from a lot of brand scripted responses, but in this case, it's true. We love your feedback. You guys know me, who've been watching Ash Answers for the last, I don't know how many weeks. You know that I try to get back to each and every one. At least I reply to a ton of people because I really want to know what you guys are thinking. So forget about the, whatever I said about you feeling it's a waste of time. That's, forget the jokes apart. If you really feel you're wasting your time or whatever, love it, hate it, just let me know in the comments below. Because this show is currently 30 odd minutes. Why? You made it that way. We started off as a 10-minute, 12-minute show. We do a lot of casual stuff on the show. Why? Your feedback. You wanted it that way. So if your mindset's changed, you want something different, do let me know. Why are we doing PC builds? Your feedback. So please, let your voices be heard. That's it. I'm gonna see myself out now. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time. This is Sundar and Ash from C4E Tech.
That's actually right.
Leaving for the moment. Have a nice day. I'll cut it out. I will put the I'll cut it out part at least.
I don't see the point why the new MacBook is even existing, because
He forgets to mute the laptop.
it's yours.
Oh, then I forget. I'll cut this out. You can continue.
Okay.
Figure it.
Right to lure the fish,
Okay.
so you can like experience it live
Okay.
underwater.
So talking about luring fish, in case you've not checked out, here's a card to Sundar's Pebble Time Steel review. Luring fish. Fish reminded me of bait, and bait reminded me of clickbait. And from there, I jumped to the car.
Should I go for Coolpad Cool One or wait for Honor X India launch? Priority
Honor
camera
6X, you just left out, swallowed the 6 whole.
and Honor 6X.
You said Honor X.
Honor X. Okay.
Bloopers! Should we put it in the bloopers?
Okay. Why not?
Yeah, sure. You're not gonna make me censor it like the last one. Okay. And these days I need to get permission to add stuff to bloopers.
Should I go for Coolpad Cool One or wait for Honor 6X India launch? Okay, I did miss it. I can feel the difference.
You can feel the difference.
Should I go for Coolpad Cool One or wait for Honor
Honor
6X India? Should I go for the Coolpad Cool One or wait for Honor 6X India launch? Priority camera and battery. Okay, let's just skip it. I haven't tested the Honor 6X.
Exactly. Exactly. Guys, I know this is going into the blooper reel, but yeah, you need to wait, buddy. He has not tested the Honor 6X, so that's gonna take
Initial
a couple of
impressions,
months.
at least, I like the Cool One's camera better. 3-1.
3-0.
3-1. You're winning anyway.
I don't care. I never cut you off.
Pinniliye.
Oh! Fuck, I forgot. One sec, guys. Come.
Why?
I don't know.
The show's
Bloopers.
over.
It's still, you still didn't cut the recording. It's still rolling. One cut for C4E Tech.
I mean, not this cut.
For the channel, just take it. Take one for the team. Okay. Kids, turn off. I'm not gonna do it. He'll just take another 2 months off. Because I cut him, he can't come into work. He already badly does.